Here we go then. This is the bastard screen of stage 4, possibly, part 4, whatever, the single hardest screen of the game in my opinion. And yeah, I'm going to do this thing that's coming up once, and hopefully once only, and I'm going to issue a seizure warning. So yeah, let's not do that. Let's actually get hit by it. I don't know how this is actually going to come out on the recording, but yeah, screeching noise, game all over the place. Yeah, I don't intend to do that anymore. So obviously, what you need to do is jump over the fish. So yeah, I don't intend to do that anymore. So yeah, let's actually get on with the essence of this screen. And yeah, it's called the Sublime Climb for a reason. Effectively, we've got one big, huge wall jumping section. And you know, I just love wall jumping sections ordinarily anyway. But this one kind of takes things to a completely new level. Yeah, we're going to be doing kind of nothing but effectively wall jumping up this screen. And ordinarily it would be a pain, but coupled with my dislike for wall jumping, yeah, this screen is... Apologies, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, this screen is something else. As you can see here with these two spikes on this section of the wall, I've got to use my double jump really early, or I believe anyway. I don't believe you can actually get by that with a single jump. So yeah, I've unfortunately got to use my double jump really early on, and then I'm left with only a single jump to get by the rest of it. And obviously you can see here it's an incredibly steep incline. And oh no! It's a huge pain to get up. The one thing I will say about this section actually, compared to perhaps the ice section, or sorry, the frozen tundra bit, or indeed maybe any other bits where the wall jumping has been employed, I do find that this section, it's difficult, so my screw-ups here are just, you know, due to, certainly in part due to the difficulty of this section, but I do find that the wall jumping actually works really well in this section, and, well, thank God for that, but yeah, it's a really steep incline. You really have to angle your jump around and get on a really tight, small area. You know, I mean, look at this area. Look at that area there. I didn't get to show it off all that well while I was saying look at that area there because I screwed it up quite quickly. But hopefully you can have at least seen that section there. The area in which you've got to, you know, in which the safe area in which you've got to land is really, really tight. I have no doubt in my mind that this is the, for me, certainly bugger. And this error keeps coming up as well, which is blimmin' annoying as well. Okay, yeah, apologies. This might be a little stop-start. There is a really freaking annoying error that keeps coming up after like so many minutes bugger. Playing it only tends to be about 2 or 3, unfortunately, where all of a sudden you get this error message saying it can't find a script or an object or something, and unfortunately, it seems to be terminal. It's almost effectively as bad as a Windows 8 crash, frankly. This one, funnily enough, doesn't seem to be limited to Windows 8. I know there are others who've experienced this issue. I have no idea what's causing it. As far as I'm aware, I know that Liam is already fully aware of this error and is, you know, doing his best to sort out what is causing it. I frankly have no idea. Yeah, this could be a little kind of stop-start from the point of view that I'm just going to have to keep refreshing the recording every time. Obviously, that error message appears. Yes! Oh boy, that didn't take too long. Whew. I'm thrilled with that. This is a nightmare of a screen, and to have one section down so quickly is bloody good. And yeah. I'm doing really well with iBlocks on this path as well. I've actually already got 3. No, I haven't. I've got well, it depends on whether I uploaded that. I haven't during this part of the Let's Play. Obviously, I'll go back and get it. But yeah, I certainly know where one is in that cheese room. I got the one in the Ren and Stimpy room, and I got the one in my room in the forest in the tree. And here is the 4th and final iBlock. And again, I'm actually going to have to apologise because I did say that there was going to be no more having to show off too much more with post commentary, but that unfortunately was an untruth. I'm going to say untruth rather than whoops. I'm doing this terribly. I'm doing this wrong. I'm going to say untruth rather than lie because at the time I did believe that would be the last time. Although frankly I never should have done because I played the game before and I should have remembered that this was going to come up. But yeah, that iBlock is a really convoluted way of having to get it. This looks like you're kind of along the right lines, and it somewhat is, but oh, there's a far more convoluted way of having to get the iBlock than that. And unfortunately, to get it, I'm going to have to do something that is going to cause Windows 8 to crash. So yeah, I will be back on my laptop, probably for post-commentary for that little bit, just to show that off. But anyway, we're quite a way away from actually getting anywhere near being able to collect the iBlock at the moment. So, what am I doing? Right. There are 2 ways you could clear this section. What I'm doing here is I'm jumping and then holding the shift button so that I can then get my double jump when I fall off that ledge on that wall jump. This is probably the preferred way of doing it, or it certainly is for me. Watch out for that trigger. Oh, that was so close. While I'm still going to actually here, I'll show off the other way. That's the other way there. I'll do. No, I won't. I'll have to refresh the game. Right, should be good for another 2-3 minutes. Basically, you've obviously got this kind of area up above there where you can continuously hammer the button, a bit like, you know, the ledges where you kind of do this, and you can get up that way. But it's not too bad, but frankly, given the other way in which you could do it, which is this way, not that way, fall down the mountain. Drop off this ledge and get the double jump off of there to land on this block. I think that's just. Whoops, that was terrible. A much easier way of doing it, or even if it's not easier, it's just more. I mean, frankly, for me, it is, which is why I'm doing it and why I would recommend it. But it just means I don't have to keep hammering away on my jump button to get by this section as well. So yeah, it's my preferred way of doing it. I think I've shown off the hammering the button technique, long enough now. Although, given my current success rate, if this keeps happening, who knows, I might end up switching back. Yeah, that bit aside, when you... God damn. Just go a bit... No, if I go too low, I'm just going to get out of range of the block. Yeah, anyway. Jump over the fish. While I've got a moment here, let me explain the ice walls. Basically... That was me trying to demonstrate it without actually dying, but obviously it didn't quite work out. The ice wall is obviously, effectively you have to do a wall jump off it, but the fact that it's an ice wall, you drop down it really, really fast. And it's very, very disorientating, and it's very, very annoying. You have to be pretty much kind of... Really? That was kind of quick. Yeah, like I said, apologies for the stop-startiness of this. There's not much I can do about it, and frankly, I might not even make any reference to it anymore. As soon as I see the error message appear, I'm just going to instantly restart, and I'm probably not going to make any more of it any further because you've seen it at least probably 3 times now, and yeah, it's a pain. It happens, but it kind of ruins the flow of your gaming as well. But as it currently stands, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. It's not even, as I say, it's not even limited to a Windows 8. So transferring this to my laptop, don't believe would help with that anyway. Right. That being said, for hopefully the last time, back to the ice wall. yeah, pretty much as soon as you actually get on the wall, you need to kind of jump straight away off it. Otherwise, you're just going to be far too low. You're not going to get any height, and yeah, you're effectively going to lose all the height you've gained. So yeah, jump off of it as soon as you, almost effectively as soon as you get on it. Easier said than done. It's a nice wall. It's meant to be slippery. It's meant to completely throw all your timings out of the window. And of course, unfortunately, the spikes that are in the way don't help any. Particularly the one, well, all of them, frankly, actually. But this one, obviously, that's sticking out facing left is kind of annoying because you have to loop round it, which is easier said than done. And the top spike on the next wall, the one that's facing downwards, is also incredibly annoying because you'd really like to be able to jump up high. Or what? Missed the block completely. Yeah, you'd really like to be able to jump up high, obviously in order to able to get to the regular wall jumping section. Obviously you can't go too high or you'll hit the spike. And it can be a hell of a thing trying to get in between. As I was about to say, the music is really kind of peaceful, and again, kind of somewhat nice for such an absolute bugger of a section, and that's also a problem. I got pretty close there. I got up to the area with the kind of the regular wall jump, and I just kind of presumably clipped the side of the downward facing spike, which is really irritating. But yeah, that was pretty good. If I'd just been maybe a little bit higher, or maybe even just a little bit quicker on not descending down the wall, then I might have been able to pull that off. But yeah, that section as well. Again, you're dealing with kind of a steep cliff face. It's not a kind of a large section of wall that you've got to deal with. Again, look at that was so bad. What the hell was I thinking of there? Yeah, they're really small areas of wall to jump on. It's not a huge wide area that you can actually land, that you can get on. So you have to be really damn quick all over the place. Right, let's not land back on that spike, which is absolutely idiotic. No. If I obviously detect that something... Damn, that was probably a good opportunity. If I detect that I've obviously... No! Too low that I'm not going to make the jump, then I'll try and obviously pull out of trying to get on the wall jump and just reset and have another go. But which is kind of obviously what I was doing there. But yeah, a lot of it feels like it's a kind of almost a one-shot deal kind of thing. I always feel the most comfortable that first attempt. If I don't get it the first attempt, then things just never seem to quite work out all that well. And I'm not getting a wall jump off this wall a lot of the time now, which is kind of irritating. I don't know whether that's to do with the general wall jump mechanics, or whether I just suck at them, or what. But yeah, that's terrible. Need to make sure I'm far further over to the left to land on the block. And that's right. Yay. By the way, that fish works exactly the same way as the one right at the bottom of the screen. So yeah, if you touch it, the screen will go all nuts again. Double R. Yeah, the screen will go all nuts again, and yeah, I don't want to have to subject you to that. If it does happen, then it will be a complete accident, and I apologise for that. It wasn't. If it does happen, it's not intentional. I'm certain. Well, yeah, just from a general gameplay point of view, I certainly don't want to be screwing up having made the first ice wall jump by getting hit by the fish. Not what I want to be doing at all. Ugh. Good. This bit is so awkward, and yeah, getting the height is just annoying. And what? Why? Come on now, I don't need Windows 8 crashes on top of this script bugging error as well. That's just not what I want. I don't want the bug error at all either, but it's going to have to live with that. Windows 8, I do not need you adding to this, to the incredibly stop-start nature of this section. Which, unfortunately, if nothing else, just completely ruins any flow I have going. Not maybe hugely. I'm only taking it's only taking like maybe 30 seconds or so to reset all the recording stuff and restart the game, but still. Oh, maybe I'm being too cautious there. I don't know. All the times I've jumped up there, though, I've never quite felt like it's been the right time to go for the wall, which is, I don't know, maybe I am just being overly cautious there. It's almost unavoidable. I'm so, having got that far, almost paranoid about, not just dying stupidly, that I definitely want to do it on my terms. I don't want to set off for a jump that I think I'm going to screw up and then screw up. It's just going to be complete, it's going to be, well, why on earth did I even do that? I want to kind of get set where I think I have a decent chance of actually getting the requisite height I need. But I don't know, maybe I do need to take a few more risks with that. The very top edge of this spike is bloody annoying as well. Sometimes you think like you've got the loop round and landed back on, but you're just that pixel short of where you need to land, and you land on the spike. It's kind of irritating. As is that. I knew that wasn't going to be good when I set off, unfortunately. Right, I might not show off maybe too much more of this. I might kind of just cut the next time they get the error and it fails to the successful run, or getting close or whatnot. But never mind. Never mind. I was about to say that I actually probably find that bit probably the most tricky of this screen. That probably is the segment that is the most difficult. But yeah, that is halfway there. Technically, probably not, because there are 5 things I'd have to do. But of course, on hard mode, there is a wuss save that I'm not going to get. So I'm actually only going to have this bit is only going to be split into 4 sections. So having beaten 2 of them, I am technically halfway. Although, yeah, actually on medium mode, I would only be 40% of the way there. Go figure. Right. This bit is kind of somewhat of a timing thing. You've got the ice walls, which obviously you need to jump. You need to, as soon as you get on, you need to kind of jump off immediately. And you've got protruding spikes. Now, what I tend to like to do is rush the section as soon as a save restarts. It's a difficult section, and obviously this isn't always going to work, but I do find that the timing does tend to work out quite nicely, such that when you're kind of jumping by the spikes, that they are protruding inwards, which obviously gives you far less of an obstacle to have to worry about. But here we go with the wall jumping completely screwing me over. But you know what? I'm slightly annoyed it's happened about 4 or 5 times in a row. But you know what? After that, come on! After that second section, I don't really care. Right, whoops, let's have some more goes at this. yeah, it's one of those bits that, yeah, say coming after the section I've just cleared, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still annoying, and that was pretty damn good, and you can kind of see there that if I do get it right, how the timing just does seem to kind of work out really well. But yeah, it's kind of one of those things after having cleared what I say is a really annoying section, and in my view the hardest bit of this screen. Yeah, it's less irritating than it otherwise could be. Yes. Now all I've got to do is get on the platform, bugger. Which I did, and then, well, I kind of jumped through it, and I kind of felt that wasn't quite going to be good enough. You can quite easily, not quite sure that's the best word, but glitch through the platform. And kind of get the height you need for that. But to be honest, I would rather land on the platform just so that I know I'm not going to get whisked away. Because what tends to happen, if you kind of glitch through it, is the platform that you're trying to land on is moving, you know, back and forth, left and right. Hopefully you can see it pretty quick. And what tends to happen is you get whisked off to the right. And of course, if you're not on the platform but somewhat at the same height as it or slightly below it, you get shish kebabbed on, you know, the top spike there hanging from the right-hand wall, which is kind of annoying. So I don't know. I'm probably going to try both ways, but yeah, both ways. Let me restart that so the timing works out. But yeah, I would be much more comfortable if I could just land on the thing. But unfortunately, of course, that does mean messing around on the ice wall for longer than I would ideally like. So, dealer's choice. Either way will depending on, well, will get you a success. But yeah, I guess it's completely up to you which way you prefer. I say personally, I would prefer landing on the platform, but if needs must, then I will, you know, try and glitch through it maybe. Ah, damn it. To be honest, I could, the best timing it would probably be to wait for one cycle to go round, because as you can kind of see here, it's not necessarily perfect and ideal, and I have to really rush at it, but I also have to make sure I don't rush so fast that I lose my double jump off the edge of this platform. Unfortunately, if I just seem to hold left and go absolutely gung-ho, then I will lose my double jump off of there. So I have to kind of momentarily stop and then set off just to make sure I get, you know, the double jump. But yeah, probably the best thing to do would be to wait, but for a little bit. But yeah, I don't know what the ideal timing necessarily would be on that. So let's just, you know, for me anyway, I think the best thing to do is head off right from the start. Got it, got it, got it. Yes, 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 yes. And make sure you shoot the tree before doing anything else. So yay! Oh my god, that's Sublime Climb's going really well. And I guess I might as well, before I conclude this video, I might as well show off the getting the eye block and the other things that are going to happen. So yeah, let me demonstrate a few things. So actually, let me first reset and walk over there. So yeah, smiley face tree. Oh, thanks. I thought Windows 8 was going to crash, but you couldn't have just kept that for... I wasn't even going to die anymore. You couldn't have kept that to yourself for one more go. You pain. Right, let's hurry up maybe before we get another stupid error message. Right, you'd think, oh, so back to the eye block, and we will now be getting it. You might think, oh, look, this looks very promising. Unfortunately, and for goodness sake, make sure you don't hit the save when you fall down here. Unfortunately, although it's along the right lines, you never quite get to the eye block. So let me shoot the tree. Let me do that a bit quicker so I can catch up to the moving wall jump platform. Yay! Which is all fun and dandy. But yeah, there is another way to, if I can get up the wall jump. I will come back to this wall jumping bit next time and talk about it in more detail. Funnily enough, it's not actually, I don't find it as bad as maybe you'd think I would, although I'm not having the best of luck with it here. Yeah, to get the eye block, you need to shoot that tree. Unfortunately, shooting that tree causes Windows 8 to have one of its meltdowns. So yeah, I will show off getting the iBlock on my laptop, probably with post-commentary, almost certainly with post-commentary, and then that will be the end of this video. Okay, so apologies for the humongous lag in this section, or having to do it on my laptop. It does make the wall jumping a little bit easier, but yeah, it's only to get the secret anyway, and there's not much I can do about it. But yeah, anyway, you wall jump up here, as you saw before when it crashed, shoot the tree crashes through the mountain, breaks apart a whole load of blocks, and unfortunately because it is quite laggy, I have to wait quite a bit for all the sound of the breaking blocks to disappear. But once that's happened, yeah, that's when you can safely go all the way down. The tree is cleared of complete path, and there is the fourth and final eye block of path 4.